Hey, it is Matt Phillips, and I don't know if you're anything like me, but sometimes I think we use phrases in the world that we think people know and understand, but they really don't, right? They're a little more squishy, they're hard to interpret. You need a little more context behind them, right? So one of the examples I always use is if I were to walk into your office today and look at you and say, I want you to be an amazing coach. And then I turn around and leave. Like, what are you left thinking? Right? Or if I ask you, like, I want you to be a great leader today, or tell you to be a great leader, and I turn around and walk out, you're like, well, what the heck do you mean, Matt? Like, do I need to show up earlier, stay later? I improve my practice plans? Like, what do you mean? And I think sometimes this phrase mentally tough has the same result where, at least for me, when I look back, everyone said like, oh, the mental side's super important, right? We want to be mentally tough. And I'm like, yeah, I want to be mentally tough. I'm going to be mentally tough. But I'm so thankful that nobody asked me a follow-up question about like what that meant or how I did it every day, because I would not have had an answer. And so when I started Pro Athlete Advantage, over 12 years ago, that was the first thing I did. I said, we have to provide context, the behaviors we're trying to drive. Like, what does mentally tough really mean? What are we building within that kind of little squishier phrase, if you will? And so our methodology is focused on 5 different areas that we work on with student athletes and with coaches. So the first is confidence. That is the core, the basis for everything, right? Do our student athletes have that 100% self-belief? Are they proud of that person staring back at them in that mirror? We've got to build the confidence of our athletes. The second area is focus. So what am I focused on? Why am I focused on it? How am I being intentional with my time? And frankly, how am I avoiding distractions like this thing right here, the blessing and the curse? Right? So how do we build that focus? The third thing we always talk about with athletes is control. Now, I'm pretty type A personality, but I don't mean that. I mean emotional control, right? The mentally tough athletes understand that I can channel my emotions into something that's going to propel me forward instead of hold me back. The fourth element we always talk about is energy, right? In athletics, especially, but in school, in relationships, in every area of life, we have to operate with this tremendously high level of energy if we expect to perform at a level that we want to. So we talk to them about how do we energetically show up the right way. And then finally, we talk about consistent action. And it's the intentionality with that action that separates you from everyone else. So I always tell people our job within the ultimate student athlete leadership program, within the coaching we do, the speaking that I do, is to build student athletes that are unbelievably confident, focused, emotionally in control, have the energy they need to perform at a high level, and stay committed to that intentional, consistent action. You do those things, you optimize each of those areas, and become a master of mental toughness. My goodness, sky is the limit. So that's what we're driving here at Pro Athlete Advantage. When we say mentally tough, it's those 5 elements that we just went through. So if that's of interest of you, if you're looking for a curriculum, a guide, 12 topics that you can literally press play on, that plug and play model with your student athletes to teach them about the stuff and give them the tools and make your life easier as a coach, come on over to proathleteadvantage.com. Check it out. Join as a member. We have a monthly membership option. You can cancel anytime, and we'd love to have you part of it because our mission is to build mentally tough student athletes around the world. And at no time in history is this needed more than now. And coach, we'd love to come alongside you to make that happen. So thank you for your time today. I appreciate you very much. And I hope to see you inside as a member in our community. Hope you have a great day. See you soon.